Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition featuring the Corrupted Horizons DLC. And ahead of us we have the mission Seeking the Firebird. It's actually the first part of two that we have to accomplish to get to the next level of diplomacy with Synedrion. Yeah, they make this one difficult. It's a two-parter. And the second part of the mission could be anywhere. Sometimes it's ridiculously far away. So we'll see how fortunate we get this time in completing the mission. I can't remember who we face on this one, though. That's where my mind is drawing a big old blank. Our operatives have been tasked with investigating what happened to the individual who recovered the Firebird initiative files. Unfortunately, the settlement where the individual lived appears to have been destroyed some time ago. With some luck, we may be able to retrieve a journal or notebook that could shed further light on this mystery. So I'm guessing that it's Pandorans, since the haven's been destroyed, and it's not going to be humanoid figures. With that in mind, I've loaded up on some more Neurazers ahead of recording, but now I just got to go through and take a peek at everybody, see if we have any SP to spend, and then we'll get this mission going. Max, we're going to leave you as is for the moment. The good thing about you is you do have Onslaught. So for the number of people I have with Neurazers, as we did last episode, hopefully we can use that to our advantage to get a few extra zaps, and therefore that can make a difference, like it did before, in paralyzing somebody for capture. Let's see. Shane Marine Grunt Vanson. You are in good shape. In fact, I get to do a promotion with you. And you're maxed out on will. I'm actually more interested. Let's do the thief. We get stealth. And since we are eventually going to cross-class you with an infiltrator, I've decided, we're going to take that, dip 4 points into the pool. That's minor. And we'll still get a little extra speed, but at the same time we'll get that extra stealth, which will dovetail with the infiltrator class once we get that research. It's not too far down in the queue, and so that's my plan here. In that particular instance, it was an expensive way to gain the speed because it was more than the 18, but we picked up the side bonus of extra stealth, so it was worth the investment in my mind. Jill Valentine, we're going to give you the extra will, just so now that you have Boom Blast, you can use it a little bit more. And we're ready to go here. Exceptional Entity, we're going to go ahead and give you that extra will for you. And you have Farsighted, that's extra perception and additional willpower. That's definitely one we're going to want to pick up at some point, because that's 2 will for 25, which is way cheaper. Even forgetting the extra perception, that's a good value based on what we're paying right now. And let's get back here. You do have one of the Neurazers that I equipped. The other one is with Simon Naz Clark. We kept that there as before. We're going to give you the extra will so you can dash a little bit more to get up in place, hopefully to use it. And Mika, we're going to give you also a little extra will. And Max, we're back to the top. And then who was the second one that I gave the Neurazer to? I remembered I doled out. Oh, Simon, you had one. Oh, Exceptional Entity. I went right by you and missed you. So both my snipers in here have a Neurazer along with Naz down here. So we got actually 3 on this mission. So that better damn well beat it. I better be hoping I'm remembering this correct, that we do indeed get to deal with Pandorans, and maybe we can make a few extra captures. All items on this battlefield will be automatically recovered after, thinking positive here, mission success. We'll see you down there. Okay, Mika, once again, we still have a med kit that we got to get you with, and hey, Pandorans! So maybe we can, after all, capture some. This looks like it's probably still Psychic Scream, so we haven't upgraded on our Sirens yet. It seems like they should have by now. But for whatever reason they haven't, and I'm not going to argue and complain too much. Now this guy on the roof is kind of awkward for us. He does have a gun, he has a spitterhead, and return fire. And hit points are solid at 190, so he's not a one-hit kind of a kill guy. What I think I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead with the Boom Blast wherever you are, Jill Valentine. And we're going to try and send one right up here to send him through the roof, because then others can easily get to him and finish him off. And with any left over, we're going to again go after the Siren Instigator to start stripping away some of that armor. So let's get this going with you, Jill. That's how we're going to start it off. And this is nice short range up here, so let's hope we can place it accurate, be true, and get rid of that ceiling so he can get some more falling damage, and then we can finish him off. And wouldn't you know, that part of the floor did not fall through. So we're going to have to do yet another grenade to try to make that happen. Let's see if we can do it. And that is one stingy and strong a piece of flooring. It's falling apart all over the place except for right there. So that forces me to waste all my... Well, fortunately the Siren's way the heck away, so I'm not really worried about that. So let's just go ahead with the rocket.
Standing by.
Because nobody else can see this. It's just an awkward position for this guy. Unless, with him being injured now, I just worry about the freaking return fire. So yeah, we're going to just not play games with this guy and just blast away.
Using...
Overkill, I understand. And now he's bleeding like you wouldn't, you know, his cup runneth over. He's not going to live. Let's put it that way. The blood flow is a little too strong. What that allows us to do is get moving forward, because we don't need to worry about our dashing crew. And I'm not talking about their looks. Let's get up here and just dash straight away to see what we can find up here. How about nothing? How about nothing? With that in mind, I'm kind of not sure where to go. We do know where we have to get to up here. So what I'm going to do is try a little... We're going to try a little... Well, this cover should be fine. We're going to assume enemies are going to be where we need to go. I know some commonly appear off to the side too, but if they're there, they're probably off to a distance. So let's just take this cover, Max.
Here comes the Phoenix.
Well, that helps a little bit. Too late, but we found somebody at least. We might be able to get a sniper to step forward a little and then get a line of sight through here. This guy's a weak guy to one. It's only going to take one shot to take him out. So Max, continue hearing it through the grapevine for us and finding out the enemy.
Moving.
We can't even get you to take a step. They're all over on this side. So you know what we're going to do is we're going to take, even though, well, we're going to come back here and at least take cover in that direction is what we're going to do.
Target located.
And we have a worm shooter. Let's go see what lovely worms we're up to dealing with today. Maybe we can capture a worm or two also. A fireworm. Yeah, we definitely, if we're going to paralyze anything, I would like it to be a fireworm. We don't want those guys exploding
Moving
on
to
us.
coordinates.
Okay, we do have lines of sight here. The guy up high we don't have to shoot. The worm guy I don't think can see us yet is what I'm counting on. And this guy might be at too far of a distance for you, Max, but let's at least see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. I don't you love it when it tells you have a shot and this is what you get? We'll pass. Our best option is Overwatch in this instance. Now, where can we get for Now this will get us a shot on this guy, and that's what I want. And it looks like it would be a clear shot. And we might have a chance through there. No guarantees. Well, let's face it, we're only going to get one or the other. And the one I want to get rid of first is the gun here. This guy, his gun is independent. I fear that least. So let's get up here. Well, it's not that I don't fear it, but he's at a distance with that gun. I'm in cover, and he's probably going to be harder to hit. So let's get over here. Enough jibber jabber. Let's just get this job done. Nope, he's dead. Nope, we can see him. That's the one we want. That's the one we want to take out. What angle is going to give us the best chance? I guess something like right around here. Let's do it. Now we don't have to worry about spitterhead or gun. We just have to worry about the independent weapon. Next question is, where can we get a shot? And at what kind of angle will be the best? It's hard to say whether it's here or here, but I'm going to come here. We can do the quick aim, check the shot, and if it's not good, we'll step over one. And that way we'll still get a shot and at least start weakening the Triton right off the bat. Okay, we do have a fairly decent shot, and we'll try right here. Oh, looks like we went high. Now, if he isn't aware of us now, there ain't nothing going to grab his attention, is there? Mika, how far can you jet jump? Actually, I'm thinking of jumping you right here, because we can war cry both. And you're behind a wall, so hopefully he can't shoot us. Because he would have to move to do that, and once he moves after being war cried, he can't shoot. So let's do it. We'll also slow down the advance of our little friend over there. And then let's set our overwatch with our pistol.
Holding position.
Max, we're going to overwatch with you.
They're not getting past me.
And Simon, we got to figure out how we want to position you. And I'm thinking we can run right through here, pick up some will for everybody, and be very near the front to help us out next time. Yeah, one more pistol. Well, you know, we're right in the way, and wouldn't you know, if we're going to shoot the pistol, it's going to be over your shoulder. So at that distance anyway, let's just not hit ourselves in the back. How about that? That Arthron can do the splits. Oh, we got a little close to this guy, and he wasn't war cried. And he does have an awareness of us now. Perhaps it was that jet jump.
I'll get it next time.
Hit the weapon is what we hit. I think we just missed totally on that one. And they are all around us. So there's no one direction that has safe cover right now. Not at all. So we got the Triton that moved over here with the independent weapon. That's him. We got to keep track of everybody. This or that, one of these two is our Siren. So she's very close by. Now what we will be able to do is kill this guy and then war cry again. And right now there's no direct shots by anybody in the way. And then next turn perhaps we can do the med kit to get Mika back in shape. So let's take his shot, just so we don't have to worry about this nasty guy anymore. Let's do the war cry to slow these guys down. And they are slowed. Now we got to figure out an answer to the Triton footpad. Now Naz, that we could zap him from there if we dashed there. That would give us 3 zaps. And the question is, will that be enough? Big question, because if not, we need to have an answer to get some more damage on him. Let's see. The snipers, it would be nice to deal with the worms with them, because then we're going to have some more fun coming our way in the name of a weapon here and a pistol that can pack a punch, still at a distance. So let's do this. Naz, let's try the zappity zap pattern.
Pushing on.
And see if 3 zaps will do it for us. That's going to get us up 888. That'll do it. So that threat's gone for the moment. Now we also have Boom Blast, which is worth it now getting over here. If we can place it around those rocks, that would be nice. And then that means you, Max. How many hit points does this guy have? This is one of the heftier Arthron tyrants over here. And we have a shot. He would get return fire. Let's just see what the shot looks like at this
I've got
distance.
this.
Not of the worms. We got a lot of chance to miss these shots. And what is his... I think we're far enough away for return fire. I'm going to guess. We're going to take a chance. And we're going to hope. And potentially get 2 shots from here. The plan may change if we don't succeed with our shots.
I've got this.
And since there's no return fire, I want to do this again. Okay, there's not much more damage involved on this one. What we can do here is take 1 step
Moving to coordinates.
and take 1 zap. And he's temporarily paralyzed. Then if I came out here, I would not have another shot. But I could get in range to zap this one. I could move forward to zap this one with our other sniper, and then maybe have the shot to finish this guy off. Then we're just worried about a pistol at extreme range, which he'll probably shoot and hit us with. They always seem to manage to hit us at extreme range. You ever noticed how that works? And we'll just keep you there. Now let's come over here and do a zap. And it does say we'd have a shot, even though it keeps us standing in the open. We just got to keep track of all this paralysis so that it doesn't wear off in the middle of an important turn on us. Let's take our quick aim.
Ready to engage.
And not take that shot, but this one. And if we can hit, this threat's gone. And that's just what we did. So let's move a little bit away. Any steps further away we can get from the guy with the big, clunky, but prone to heavy damage pistol is good by me. So what we're going to do is a little boom blast over by our siren and deal with it that way. And that little bit of extra will we picked up before the mission has given us that 1 extra So we can get 3 boom blasts in a row now, which is kind of
Yes.
nice. Let's just hope the arc is doable. Yeah, it is doable over that building. What's in our way on the short end? It should not be... Oh, this structure we got to be careful about. But I think if we go right about there, we have a chance for dual damage if it doesn't wander too far. At least we're starting to strip some armor. Now the thing is, oh, we can see these guys now. And one of them's a hitman. Oh, baby. That became all of a sudden very important to take that guy out, because
set.
none of us over here can
I'm
do
ready.
much in the way of shooting at him. At least he's war-cried, so I take that back. I shouldn't have acted so concerned, at least this turn. He's war-cried, so he can't shoot the big gun. Phew. I'm glad I realized that sooner rather than later. Let's do another boom
I know
blast.
how to do this.
It does worry me a tad. Does worry me a tad that the siren potentially has access to us without moving too far. The only thing I can say is thank goodness it's war-cried, perhaps. And now we have to worry about this guy's bleeding a lot. He can't shoot us this turn, so he's not quite gonna bleed out. Let's see if our rocket can follow up. This is our last rocket because we do not have the ability yet to carry extras. We do not want it to fall short. That we do not want to happen, because then it might hit our own guy, Mika, over there. And I think we hit them both. In fact, now he's going to bleed out. And now we've taken away a bunch of armor on the siren. So hopefully when it comes time to deal with the siren, we'll be in good shape. Psychic Scream could be a possibility. I don't think it takes 3 actions to do that. But somehow it seems like when they're war-cried, they don't do those kinds of abilities. So maybe it takes away that ability. I'm not sure. We're going to move you behind a slight bit of cover, Shane Vanson, just from that pistol guy.
I'm going.
And let's see what happens. Is he moving so far? It looks like he moved so far and got alerted kind of late. And there you go. We got several individuals, and I kind of don't want to have to use you, Mika, unless we know we're going to take out the siren, because your health is a little concerning. So let's see what we're going to be able to do over here. It looks like our only other enemy nearby us is the worms. Now he has some armor. Let's just see what the shot is with our basic gun. It's going to make me cycle through all the worms. There we go. So it's a silenced head. What kind of a back? It is a pain chameleon torso. So let's see if he'll turn at some point and show us his torso a little better. Let's see if we can focus on that and take that out.
That hurt, didn't it?
And we did it. Now we should be able to follow up. We're in good shape there. That means, with all the worms so close to us, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 3 very close together here against us. What we can do... We can get you up here to bash one of those. We can... Oh, I'm dazed here. So one of those worms hit us. One of those worms hit us. So that means this one is a problem. I was hoping to be able to come up with my sniper. Well, we do have you, Naz. And I'm kind of thinking if we can dash you out. You have enough to double dash, get us close range for the head. Let's start there. Then I'm thinking we will, even though you're injured, Simon, is get you over there. Now, we may not have to boom blast then. Excuse me. How far can you jet jump? Close enough to Warcry. So we can render this thing Warcried again also. So let's do these things. Let's start with our heavy and see what you're able to do damage-wise. And it should be good damage. Oh, that's amazing damage. And all we'll have to do is shoot in the tail and it's gone. We've already captured one. I'm not going to worry about capturing a second. Let's just keep ourselves safe here. Because then after this move, we got enough to worry about with the worms right now in our midst. We can get over here. Probably have a good enough shot from here. Oh, so many worms to cycle through. You shouldn't have even been able to see that many. And we can take out the siren. Okay. Now, it's worm duty for our team here. And then we can work on the big Chiron guy and run over and get our goods. Maybe, just maybe, we can try working on a capture if that works out. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's jump us over here to get in range for Warcry coming up sometime soon.
Yes.
And we'll take this weapon and we'll run you right there.
Repositioning.
This one doesn't have the close-up legs, so we can get as close as we need to on that one. So you have one action now. Let's use it. Simon, let's run you as far forward as we can get. This guy's got 4 turns, so we got to move it and get this done fast is what we got to do. We only got 2 turns on some of these stunned boys over here. Now I can go ahead and stun the remaining guys. And we're going to stun you. And then I can run over and I should be able to stun this one. So, yes. Let's get this last stun done. Now it's telling me I cannot hit that guy from here, so how can we move over there? Good question. Well, can I move over there? And still be able to stun somehow? That's what I want to know. And it doesn't look like I can, so what we're going to have to do is the old pistol shot.
Aiming.
And I got to figure out, it's the one that's on the other side of the fence. That's the one I want to hit. So many worms to figure out which is which here. While we're here, and do I have a movement for an action? No, I do not have any more movements for an action. So we're just going to stay in the midst of these guys. If I need to do some continued zappings, we'll do it for the moment. We'll stay over on this side of the map. We're probably going to have more worms shot at us anyway. Yep, and he sent them far. I was thinking he might have sent them towards the heavy, but he did not. I think what we're going to do at this point, yeah, we don't have Boom Blast available, so I'm thinking I'm going to jet us over here. We don't have to worry about his legs, so we can get as close as we want. And we'll warp. Oh my goodness, with the jet jump I can't even war cry. Oh well. best laid plans. That's the way that works. Warcry could happen here if we're able to jump over close enough, and we can.
Can I do this?
And since he can't bash with legs, I'm not worried about your insufficient health. Now, let's get running over there now. Do we have enough will? We have a fair amount of will, so I'm going to double dash. Just to get us as far as we can with you, Naz Clark.
Advancing.
Because we're all going after the big guy now. We are all going after the big guy. And there's nothing more you can do. You can't even move up to bash. So we'll keep you right there. And let's see, can we move anybody else in that direction? Who? There's one worm there, one worm there. You're not dazed anymore. So we want to send one of our snipers up this way. This guy's at 6, so some of these guys, and then there's one guy way back here, of course, to be difficult. So let's do this. Let's keep track of these little wormy dudes and do this. Let's run you over here, exceptional. Let's zap this guy. Let's re-zap this guy. And we got one more zap within us if we don't move, so we might as well re-zap this worm. Just so we don't have to worry about him again. That's lots of bacon, I'm telling you. That's lots of bacon out there that we're going to get to take advantage of here soon. And then I got 2 worms, which I should be able to reach with you because you're back to full movement, Shane. So let's step one step here. And a couple steps here.
Advancing.
And we got this one that'll start unfreezing soon, but for the moment, we're just going to double zap since there's nothing else we can do. And then Max, this guy's probably, there's 2 of them that might come undone, but I'm going to think that our snipers here will have enough to keep them occupied. Because even if at 5 out of 5 they can't do anything. So we still got time to run around. With him Warcry, let's hope he won't shoot more worms, and we can work on him there. So with you, let's get to our target up here on the... Well, isn't it up on the 2nd floor? You know, I thought it was over here somewhere. Why have I lost track of our goal over here? I'm pretty sure that's where it was, is up in that building, even though I cannot see anything right now. Somehow it's disappeared. But let's run in that direction with the assumption this is where it is. Hopefully we'll gain sight of it again. After we run upstairs. There it is. It reappeared. And we have our objective. And then we'll send you out here to maybe help over with the big guy. Okay, he's Warcried and did not a thing. Here's where we try to wear him down a little bit. And we'll see. We can take out the torso here. And I think taking out body parts will help lower. Now let's see. You should have a shot from here. Can we take anything out? Should we try for the head? Well, we got the head. He's bleeding 20. That's going to take a few turns for him to bleed out.
5 by 5.
With that in mind, we got 2 dashes left. And we're going to start seeing how well this thing works for us. Right about now. We got to get up to 52 to paralyze this guy. That's a lot of paralyzing, I'll tell you. But Max, you know, you're going to be right nearby to help us with some onslaught, so let's do it.
Moving.
So it'll take less turns to get it done.
Keep it together, operative.
And we're like halfway there in one turn. So next turn we will be able to complete it before he bleeds out. So we're at 32. We've reached our limit. And we'll stay right there. We will finish up with the war cry. Hopefully to freeze that guy in place. Everybody else stay put. And oh, we can run around to our do some zapping. Now if we come here, you'll be able to zap both here. And we're gonna stock our closet full of bacon. No, it's telling me I can't zap over the... So you're paralyzed. You're paralyzed, and now this paralyzation is not going to go away anytime soon. And the only other one I'm worried about is over here, at least for the moment.
Right there.
And I'm just getting all the worms for pure mutagen purposes. They may not have a lot per worm, but you know, this is a game where we're going to need all those mutagens we can get. And with the remaining movement, get over to this guy who needs an extra zap.
On the move.
And we're done here. And we'll run you over to this guy to zap him next time, and we should be in good shape. And this is our turn to get it done right here. Naz, zap away. Simon Naz Clark, the Mad Zapper. He is paralyzed. And that's it, because everybody else is too. Look at that. I kept going in my mind, wait, I want to do it one more time. And the only thing I should have done, oversight on my part, we're going to have to do the med kit at the beginning of another mission, is Mika, I meant to, before we ended, I wanted to give you a zap of a med kit. But we can always do that, like I said, at the beginning of another episode. So 1 level up for Mika to boot. See, what getting injured helps your experience. Little did you know.
How unexpected. The journal seems to suggest that the research was recovered by the Phoenix Project. I assume that you are unaware of this. Presumably due to the near collapse your organization suffered after the severe cutbacks of the early 21st century. Apparently the surviving research was stored at a Phoenix base designated Storage Facility 4. Not a terribly inventive naming scheme.
Not particularly.
To complicate matters, before the collapse, the local government sold Storage Facility 4 to Abaddon Tusk, one of the billionaires that resulted from the old political system's malfunctioning distribution of resources, who turned it into a shelter for his company. Eccentric and possibly sociopathic to begin with, he has been driven to new extremes, styling himself Pirate King and leading violent raids on defenseless havens.
All right, so cross your fingers that he's not too far afield here. We will deal with this would-be king.
I calculate a 98% chance of armed conflict resolution.
I calculate a 100% chance of armed conflict resolution. But at least they paid us up front for this one. Materials, tech, and food. And the man who would be Pirate King is now out there. Let's go see where it is. Replenish. And it is down here, so we can't even get to it right away. Fortunately, our base has started scanning down here, So once our base down here is able to find a link, we'll be able to do it. And then we'll at the same time be able to get to once more in the maze. So I think we'll just have to keep our eye on this thing down here. And in the meantime, we got plenty to explore while we're waiting for something to be found. And then as soon as something's found, we're flying. We're going. In fact, we since it's the man who would be Pirate King, we might want to go in with a full team of 8. So I may bring at that point our team that's exploring up here somewhere. Don't we have? There he is right there. The gift. We'll bring the gift down also for that mission, because I prefer doing that particular mission with a full team of 8. Let's get our 1 promotion out of the way for Mika. And you got yourself a boom blast, sir. And with the boom blast in mind, I am actually going to manufacture and get in line another of our heavy weapons. Whoops, let's just narrow it down to heavy weapons, and there it is, another Goliath. So be it. We got ourselves a Goliath. We know we're going to want at least one magazine, so let's build it and have that done with. And our funds are still okay. What new research do we get? A Chiron autopsy, fireworm autopsy. Get those into queue. And doesn't look like there's anything else at the moment. Okay, so let's get our ship that just completed its job. The stamina is still good, so it's no problem exploring right now. And let's just get these question marks dealt with, since this is the first one we can reach. Well, we got to explore here. And we bypassed somebody, so let's just keep going. Okay, so no new. We'll hit this question mark here.
Construction complete.
And we've got some upgrades here. Let's go find out if it's anything significant. Okay, we're starting to get the grenades here we got to worry about. Just the organic kind, not any acid or anything else. Hit points are still a wimpy, so he's a one-shot kill still, so I'm not too concerned there. They're starting to upgrade, although he'll be proficient soon enough. I think it's only like 1 mission and they're proficient after that. But, you know, Pain Chameleon, Mist, this guy I don't like. I do not like this guy. And Acheron is upgraded too, even though we have not faced one in a while. Reinforcements, Confusion Cloud, Resurrect Corpses, Corruptive Cloud, Neurotoxin Spray. He can leap, of course. Contact Corruption, Dynamic Resistance versus Shred Projectile and Melee. So we just got to shoot the guy. Sniper. He's a sniper guy. We best going after him. We just got to remember when we finally see an Acheron. Boy, oh boy. Fortunately, we haven't been seeing too many of these guys. Now, is there anybody else out here? Just want to make sure everybody's flying, everybody's active. Anybody out here who hasn't done anything? And it looks like everybody is active, heading somewhere. And sometimes you get lucky. Approaching the burned out husks of a New Jericho convoy, our operatives are suddenly startled by a shout. From a rudimentary shelter dugout under one of the burned vehicles emerges a battered New Jericho technician, waving his arms and laughing, exhausted by the ordeal, yet deeply grateful. The survivor offers to join the Phoenix Project, and since it's a technician, well, heck yeah, we're going to recruit him. And he has joined it. This month has not turned out the way I'd expected it, he comments as he sits down in the Forsaken Bravery, wiping dirt from his face. So he actually could fit in here. So isn't that cool? Forsaken Bravery, yeah, 3 out of 5. So that it's good. We found him in a vehicle that could hold him. How about that? Let's go take a look at him if we can. Elias, what we're going to change you into is you don't have a name. Your name really isn't Elias. You've forgotten your name. You have a touch of amnesia. You are now going to be renamed Rookie Number 1 until I hear from a viewer or myself, if no viewers respond, who might want to become a technician. And the technician right now is level 1, so there's nothing exciting to start off with from this technician. We're going to have to, and he has basic equipment, so we're going to have to get down here and see about manufacturing some technician equipment. And one of those things is we want to have arms on this guy. And we'll get 1 arms energy pack in the queue. We would also then like to get some turrets right here. The Watcher. We'll start with just 1 with a backup magazine. And that's all we're going to start with, at least. Now, as far as weapons, I don't recall. Did he have a weapon? No. We do have Gauss PDW ammo, but we do not have a weapon. So we got to manufacture him a weapon also. So let's get that done. And once again, that's right here, the VDM Defender. So we got a lot of stuff to equip him with. We're going to have to be careful about using him per se until some of his equipment is built. I'm still having this as our main focus, is getting our rest of our airships equipped. And I got to remember to get our airships to some bases so we can actually equip them, because we've got, well, we don't quite have the weapons yet to fully equip another aircraft. So we're waiting on that. And we're going to fly you to this question mark. We still got some time before we get to this. So we'll search here and then head over to the scavenging site. And smells like survival. The Gift has set down outside an abandoned sewage treatment facility. Our operatives report that the smell is so disgusting, we might have to invent a new scale. Well, I know it worked. Probably hurt our stamina, but we're going to search. I'm sure we got to have some kind of gas mask, right? And we lost damage and stamina. Scavenging up resources from a site like this is pretty awful work, but we need whatever we can get. That's for sure. Our operatives have recovered all the resources they could find. They were attacked by a mutated fluke worm, but in the end, the fumes were more dangerous than the mutant. So not bad materials and some token tech. So that's over here. Stamina overall is still fine on the Gift. So we're just going to keep searching over here for the moment. And the Behemoth remains underwater. And we're going to search here.
Research complete.
Okay, we finished mutoid genetics. It allows us to research something else. Let's see what that is. Plus, we get 500 more mutagens. We're up to 800. So all that is good news.
Internal report 77-1. Mutoid technology has successfully been integrated in existing Phoenix facilities. After dozens of attempts, we have finally succeeded. We have created the first artificially grown soldiers. Specimens are referred to as mutoids, due to the vast amount of mutagens required for their construction. Humanoid, they have the ability to learn any skill they are taught, and perfect it. Some might view them as abominations, but they may yet prove to be our salvation. A new breed of soldiers, immune to the corruption strain, with the skills of humans and Pandorans alike, created entirely out of mutagens.
So cool. It looks like we may have the ability to start building our new characters. We have discovered one of the original Acheron specimens, referred to as Specimen 0, that escaped from the now destroyed research facility. Capturing it dead or alive is essential if we are to find a cure for the corruption virus. So we have a new episode here. Experiments continue on the Geoscape. Let's go find out where that is. And experiments continue. So it's way over here. Let's go see what our new research is. Mutagen harvesting. So that means mutagens can be harvested from captured Pandorans. So that's an important one for us. Since we're getting all these captures, we want to have access to those mutagens. Is there anything else over here? Not at the moment. The Siren Autopsy, we're going to get that done because it'll also give us some materials. And then I'm thinking we may want to move one of these other ones up, like mutagen harvesting. So let's get that up near the top. There's so many. I'm telling you, there's too much to research right now. So I'm thinking we will push mutagen harvesting first. At least the long range or long-term ones are now only down to 1 day, and everything else is, 1 day plus, and everything else, except for advanced laser technology, but everything else is significantly quicker. And if I look on the overall list here, we have one more research lab in 1 day, which will help shorten things up even more. So we probably won't need to invest in any more research labs in my mind anymore, but that'll be a big help getting that aboard. Personnel. We had somebody we could hire. Let's just see. No, I was hoping if it was priest for sure or berserker, we'd do the hiring, but we don't quite have that available for hiring yet. I mean, not bad troops for an assault to have trooper and specialist. That's A grade. And we're sitting at 19. You know, you don't want to add too many more. I'd say the benchmark, at least for the way I play, is 25. So I'm trying to keep some of those last slots open for, the berserker, priest. We got 1 technician now, but 2 would be nice. So that's kind of where we're sitting there. Not bad perks overall, though. Not bad perks overall for these guys. Okay, let's go see where we are, where we got to fly to next. We're almost ready to start focusing on scavenging. We'll get you flying there once you finish explorations. Oh, he's not quite there yet. Let's explore. And we've reached with our first vessel to scavenge. Let's keep it going. Abandoned military base. No hostile forces have been detected, but there are probably some resources we can find here. 60 tech, 140 materials. A small cache of resources has been found. So that means we can fly over now to the scavenge and get ourselves where the other ship is right there. This may be our next mission, guys. We'll see what else may pop up before then. And is everybody else... Yeah, everybody else is doing something, either waiting to scavenge or exploring. So we're in good shape. Okay, so the exploring apparently just found a haven. That's what happens when it just stops like that. Yep, disciples. I'm happy to start finding some disciples of Anu, to be quite honest. We'll come up here. And it looks like we found another haven over here. Let's jump over here. And does that mean everybody is here? I do believe everybody is now here. So scavenging is what we're going to take on next. We have 3 ships here, none of which are fully loaded as far as individuals, but between all of them, we have a full team, even more than a full team if we're going to be taking a vehicle out on a scavenging mission. So we will be picking the team next time. I hope you enjoyed the progress we made today. Now we just got to wait for our satellite to give us access to Antarctica. I can't even talk. Antarctica. It's scanning out here right now. That's all that's preventing us to continue on down here with our Synedrion mission and living weapons. So that'll happen over time. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed today's mission. We're making progress once again. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.